In the year 1819, a case arose called Dartmouth versus Woodward. It all started in 1769 in Britain during the reign of King George III. That year, a charter to Dartmouth College was verified by the king. The charter granted land, the purpose of the school, which was to be a private institution, and the infrastructure to govern it, especially how to appoint trustees. New Hampshire changed the document in 1816. It said that only the government of New Hampshire, the governor and the council, could choose the trustees and those following, and the school would become public. These are two important men from the case. Daniel Webster was the lawyer on the side of Dartmouth, and later became a New Hampshire congressman and then a New Hampshire senator. John Marshall was also the judge, and this is one of his biggest cases in voicing his views of nationalism and federalism.
The issue surrounding this case was whether or not the Constitution allowed for the states to have the power to alter a contract of a private college. The petitioners of the case were former trustees of Dartmouth College. The respondent was William H. Woodward. This case was also a fight between the Federalists and the Republicans. The lawyer was Daniel Webster. He was a New England lawyer on the favor of Dartmouth College. His argument was that the king gave land and money, and the founder designed it this way. The king could not abolish a contract even when it was a royal colony. It is between the school and the king. To destroy this contract is to destroy liberty. Even though the college was not a very large institution, it was still valued and loved by the people. Webster represented the Federalist side. The attorney for Woodward's argument was that the Dartmouth Charter promoted public trust. Trustees had power to create a corporation as long as the public intent of education was being served. The creation of corporations is the state's duty. It is saying that the king, through the contract, is restricting the power of the states. The college is asking for exemption from this law. Woodward's side was the Republicans. Woodward was appointed by the state as the secretary of the newly instituted trustees. He supported New Hampshire. Dartmouth supported the original charter. At the time, this was one of John Marshall's biggest cases. It is worth noting that Marshall was also a Federalist. The decision was 5-1 in favor of Dartmouth College. Dartmouth remained a private university. The reason for this decision was that the charter was a deal only with the king and the college. The charter was still viable because even though the king has no governmental power in the region, the Constitution states that a state does not have power to make laws that weaken or alter a contract. The law that supported this was Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution.
Now, the impacts of this court case were that it simulated and protected business growth. Businesses also have charters, and diminished the power of the states. It reaffirmed the power of the Supreme Court and also led to more national prosperity. It also allowed for several businesses to escape necessary public control, which also had a major impact on what happened in the future and the past. So